Good morning, everybody. This is Angela. All right, I had promised to come back with the second part of that one sheet wonder I did on Tuesday. However, I slept in a little bit this morning, and don't have the cards ready to finish with those. So you get a bonus day this week. I will be back tomorrow morning with those. But today, we are friends are like seashells. And they very much are, because you can't go to the beach and not collect seashells. Even when I lived down in the Panhandle, Florida, Fort Walton Beach, Destin area, there's not a lot of seashells there during the season, so to say. But you can find seashells, and you can actually find them whole out past the sandbar and in the water when the tide goes out. And you can also, and I say whole because they got little creatures in them. But they also come up during the winter time. And so you find more seashells down there during that time than during the season when there's so many people. Anyhow, and you can't go to the beach without bringing home a couple of seashells, even if it's just one or two special ones, and friends are like that. I have friends I don't see often that I went to school with for 12 years, and we still keep in touch, and it's like we never missed a beat because we actually really, really know each other. So, anyway, this is featured in the January to June mini catalog, so it is available till the end of June. But guess what? And that is including the pearlized stickers and the designer paper that's featured with that suite. But not the designer paper, not the stickers, but the stamp set, the dies. Oh, I did not know. There's the dies. Yeah, the dies, and the embossing folder are all, I think the embossing folder is, I'm pretty sure it is, are all carrying over. I need to verify that on the embossing folder, but I know these two are definitely carrying over into the annual catalog if you've seen it. So, I did a couple cards, two of these cards with my club Tuesday night, and I thought, well, let me just show them to you, and then I'm going to do something different with them. I don't need these. I did bring out a sentiment out of this. The sentiments are, happy birthday to my beautiful friend. I'm so happy I found you. I don't know about that one. Wishing you the very best. You are unique and completely amazing. That's a very good one for my team members. Friends are like seashells. You collect them along the way. Thank you for you and love you to the beach and back. All right. So let me set that aside. We're going to definitely use the embossing folder, so I'm going to have to get Ben up here in just a moment. Do I show you what we made? No. I'm going to show you. We're going to go from hard to easy. How's that? I'm just trying to think here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get Big Ben up here in just a second. I'm going to move this stuff out of the way. This also, these are my inside pieces, I'm using the pearlized paper that is in, I don't know if you can see that shimmer. Both sides. It doesn't matter which side. There's no right or wrong side to it. It is absolutely beautiful. It's kind of very vanilla. And that shimmer is just, I don't know, it's gorgeous. It would be hard to get it that smooth using the paints or anything, but this is carrying over into the annual catalog as well, so I love that. You do get, it comes in 12 by 12s, 2 sheets. So what I'm going to do is, let's ink it up first. The embossing folders have a embossed side, and one side's raised and one side's debossed. So what I'm going to do, this is the side that will get raised up. I'm going to take a freshly inked soft seafoam pad, and I'm just going to lightly, it's very inked, it's very wet. I'm going to lightly swipe this across my embossing folder. I don't want too much ink, and I don't want it to get inside the areas that are going to be raised up. I may get a little bit. That is really, really wet. I re-inked it because I thought it was really dry, but maybe it wasn't so dry after all. We'll see what it turns out like, right? All right, so what I'm going to do is put my pearlized paper in here and try to center it over. I'm going to do it on this side. Get most of the image. And we're going to carefully, I want to get that shell up there. We're going to lay that there. We're going to get Ben. I'm going to hold that still. Big Ben up here. And with the 3D enfolder embossing, remember Ben tells me what I need. I just need a 1 and a 4. 1 and 4. So, hinge first. Oh, I hope this don't ruin just because it's so wet. Good morning, Pat. I see you there. All right. I'm going to get Ben out of the way before we look at it. All right. And you ready? Ta-da! Can y'all see that? I guess that this is going to be washed. All right, there's a couple of areas that are, I have a sponge here, that are really wet. The ink is really standing up on them. So I'm just going to take my sponge and try to pick some of that up. Okay. Normally, if your ink pad is not as juicy as mine, you won't have to do this part. Okay, that turned out. I love it. And even the fact that it's on some of this areas, that's okay. All right. What do you guys think? Can you see that? Oh, there it is. All right. So, there's that. The other thing, so this is, I'm going to let this dry for a moment or two. And let's go ahead and assemble part of our card. So what I've got is a base of seafoam. I feel like I got ink on my fingers. New in color, evergreen, evening evergreen. You know, I'll be shortening it and calling it evergreen instead of the full name. But, so that makes a nice contrast, goes with that soft seafoam really well. Okay. And then once this dries a moment, I'm going to put this right on there. Okay, so we're going to move that aside. I'm going to do a little sentiment, but I'm going to do all my sentiments at one time. So this is what we did at the club the other night. What it did, you die cut the pearl paper, and then you run it through the embossing folder. I told them, I said, once you die cut it, you know, it's all flat. I said, it comes to life when you put it in the embossing folder, because it does give us all that beautiful dimension. And what I'm going to do here is take, this is Sahara sand, a layer of black, just basic black. And then this is the designer paper with all those 80s colors, I tell you. I lived in Florida in the 80s, early 90s. And yes, you had to have these seashells and those colors in your house. But anyway, the sand side is just gorgeous, I think. I'm taking a little bit of Sahara sand and a sponge, and I'm just going to, now my Sahara sand maybe needs to be re-inked. I'm just going to kind of highlight some of these areas, the raised areas. Okay, oops. Might be easier with a sponge dauber, but I just grabbed a sponge this morning. This nice big area, I'll go easy. I think my hair sanding is re-inking. Alright, and see, that just kind of adds some dimension to those highlighted areas, these little raised up areas. And what we'll do, let's go ahead and add these, make this card. So add my layers. Alright, let's see. Layer is very tight to the base. Alright. Alright, and we're gonna do a lot of popping. A lot of dimensionals here. I'm gonna do one more now. And I'm gonna do, yeah, I think I'll do it. Okay. I find myself, what did we do, the tropical flowers the other day, the looking, looks kind of tropical. Anyway, they're not really tropical flowers, but. And then we're doing seashells. I am definitely getting in the mood for my Hawaii trip. All right. So there's that one. See how pretty that, I love that. I like that best of all so far. I don't know, I like them all. So this one, we're pulling in, let me set this aside. Alright, so this one, I pulled in some Blush and Bride. I pulled some colors that were in the designer paper because, and I pulled Melon Mango. Melon, yeah, not Mango, Melody, blah. I'm starting to mix color names now. Melon Mambo, yeah, that's it. And then this is, again, the designer paper. There's a little star sand dollars. But this side with a little, it's just, I don't know, it's kind of artsy. It's supposed to be kind of wavy looking. So this one was, again, just die cut. And I'm going to leave this solid. I'm going to leave it as is with the pearl and let the pinks come through. Okay, so this one we're just going to build. I'm not going to sponge it. I'm not going to put any color on it. You could easily watercolor these. You could use the blends on them. It's beautiful. I mean, it's just gorgeous. I love the beach. I'm definitely don't decorate with seashells. I do, if one of my trips is, tropical, I do try to bring at least one little seashell. Like I said, we collect seashells from special locations. Like I've got a piece of coral from Kauai, and now maybe I'll bring a piece of coral from, was it Kauai I brought the coral from, or it could have been Fiji. I can't remember. It's from a trip. How's that? Let's go with some more dimensionals. stuff. Okay. There we are. All right, there's that. Okay, I had the inside pieces. I'm going to get those out of the way as well. Yesterday I was talking about paper pumpkin because we did the paper pumpkin, that really fun folding type card. And the special that's coming up starting Friday. Also, I talked briefly about if hosting a party. We have a host special this month, that if you host a party, and it can be in person, I'll come to you, and or it can be virtual. My seal just ran out, so let's just replace it. When I'm replacing, obviously I use the same shell, but I always want to make sure I get any leftover adhesive. This is a good time to clean up. Stick that on there. It just pops out. Oops, it doesn't help that I put the shell on my card. It does stick. When that adhesive gets caught, that's where it sticks to, is right there. So when you want to keep that clean. And throw that away. I don't know why they come in these little zippered bags, but they do. They have little Ziplocs. I guess you could repurpose the bags. All right, and then just remember the 2 little holes here fit. 2 little holes there. That little adhesive I stuck on there was still there. It snaps back together. There we are. Okay, now let's go do my piece up here. That I just did the proper way. Did you see how I twisted it at the end to break it off? Me and the seal have come a long way, haven't we, since it first came out? If you guys were watching back in the day. All right, this one's dry now, so I'm gonna go ahead and I think I want to pop that rather than doing it flat. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh. I think I'm gonna have to go have the Zyrtec today. I haven't checked to see which pollen was out. I don't have the windows open, but I think I'm gonna make it through allergy season without a shot this year, though, which is a good thing. Okay, that is so, I love this. I don't know which one's my favorite. All right, I'm gonna let you guys look at this while I am going to be doing my little sentiments. Oh, I didn't put the inside on that one. Let's get that out of the way. Twist, twist, twist. And here's my sentiments. I'm gonna use the same one, and I'm gonna emboss these. some more. Let's do a little embossing buddy. This makes such a big difference. Evergreen. This one I have pre-cut. It's with the stitched rectangles. So that little stitching just gives it a little different, makes it stand out a little bit. It's not just a piece of cardstock, but I'm going to be doing something different with these too. All right, Versamark. Got my white powder. I'm using white. This is going to be stamped upside down because I put it on the only block I had available. Okay. 1. 2. 3. Okay. If you guys can see me or not. Sorry, I don't mean to get off the camera. This big clump in my embossing powder. Let's break those up. And what I will do is take that and dump it onto that one. And clean it up a little bit. And then I'll take this. You guys can see me. Yeah. And shake it over my area. Then one little area didn't get it. Yep. So sketchy there. And this one I'll just shake down. Yeah, a bit on the happy. Alright. Angela's not prepared. She did not pull out the heat tool too much. That's okay. Let me go get it. And let's make some noise. It's just right down there. It does get a little hot. It's a little piece. Ah, there it goes. Let's turn that around. Whew. Okay. All right. And there we are. Now, so this little guy will just simply pop up. On our card. Oops. I like it right there in the middle. This one, this is my idea. I kind of want to leave that square but then I want to fussy cut around all this. Like that. Okay, pop that. And let's see. Yeah, I think right there. And this one, I'm going to fussy cut all the way around. Remember, fussy cutting, that's just, you move the paper, not the scissors. You're squeezing the scissors. But, now, this is really straight across, so I'm just kind of dipping in some of the letters. Definitely in between. Just a little nudge, that's all you need. There, see, it's not totally straight. And there's that one. That powder's everywhere. You guys know I don't like that powder. Ugh. There's something about that gritty feel that I don't like, but I love embossing fat. Okay. There we have 3 cards today, using 3 different looks. That's going all the way down. Yeah, it's there now. It's staying. Okay, there's our cards today. There's our May Hostess code. I promise, I will be working on the newsletter today. I've got so much going on. I had to sit down and write down everything I needed to do between now and through next Friday. And it is a page long, 2 columns. So, but at least it's all written down so I won't forget anything. And you guys are on there, on my to-do list. So, all right, so there's our cards today using Friends Are Like Seashells. Using just the embossing folder, die cutting and embossing folder. 3 different looks. We got the pink, we got the neutrals, and we got greens. So let me know what you think. All right. Have a great day and let the sun shine in your heart. Bye.